years of faithful service in Jalan Besar. Now, it turns out that both Dr. Yaakob Ibrahim and Dr. Lilin Neo, they came to serve the residents here in 1997. They were from the same batch of MPs that came in 1997. So between them, so many years of faithful service to the residents. Dr. Yaakob has served with great distinction and eventually became a cabinet minister and also, on behalf of the government, overseeing the very, very important area of Malay-Muslim affairs. Dr. Lilin Neo has spoken up vigorously in Parliament in support of the vulnerable and the elderly. And as an MP, my grassroots leaders know, I always say she's my role model. So it's a very happy coincidence that I have the opportunity to succeed her in Kereta Air precinct. Now, when I have walked around in different parts of Jalan Besar GRC, I have experienced the very warm feelings that our residents have for both Dr. Yaakob Ibrahim and Dr. Lilin Neo. They are very well loved, and I think they will be missed very much by all our residents, and they have also left us very big shoes, and so the next team knows that this is a very high level of commitment that we must also continue to demonstrate. Now I want to say something about two very special people who are going to be part of the Jalan Besar team. And they are veteran MPs, Chi Hao and Denise. Now, Chi Hao has been serving in Walpole since 2001, so 19 years. Denise has been serving in Kampong Glam since 2006, so 14 plus years. So between the two of them, more than 3 decades of service here in Jalan Besar. Much of the transformation that you see around different parts of Jalan Besar, they had a hand in it. They were part of the team that made these transformation improvements happen. But when I asked them, what is it that they value most about their years here? They told me, both of them, it is the relationship that they have built with the residents and the bonding in the community. So if you ask me, I think for the Jalan Besar team that the PAP is building this election, the most important asset of all is the relationship and the bonding that we have with the residents here. So Rizal and I have the honor and the privilege to serve alongside Chi Hao and Denise if the residents give us that opportunity. Now Rizal was introduced as a PAP candidate last week. You know something about his remarkable story already. He is a well-established community leader. If you ask the Malay Muslim community, he is well known, particularly in the northern part of Singapore. And I also think that having understudied Dr. Yaakob Ibrahim for several months now, Rizal will be able to pour himself into serving the residents, and in time to come, he will prove that he is able to take good care of them. As for me, this is not the first time that I'm moving. As you know, I now serve in Sishan Toa GRC. And since I entered in 2006, my first ward that I was looking after was actually Toa East. And then after GE2011, I was asked to look after Sishan North, which has now become Marymount SMC. I know that it takes years, of interacting with the residents to nurture our relationship. And what I want to do is to first get to know the residents in Jalan Besar, in particular Kutai Kinseng, which is the area that I will look after. And it will take time, but I hope that we will be able to develop a relationship of mutual trust and support. This is my commitment. Now, I also want to say something about the four of us as a team. I have been reflecting, what is it that is common between us that we share that can be of benefit to the residents here. In the team, I have known Chi Hao the longest. And this is when I joined the NTUC. He was in the union for electrical and electronic workers. I was in the union for industrial and services employees. And during the global financial crisis, we were both deep in the unions, deep in the trenches. We know what it's like when workers have to face the difficulties, when they are retrenched. We know what it's like, it's tough. So that's deeply etched in our mind. It so happened that one of the first things we worked together on was the industrial workers education training fund, IWET at Fancy. The industrial workers education and training fund. So that's Chi Hao and I. When I was on the backbench, Denise and I were both in the Government Parliamentary Committee for Education. I was chairman, and subsequently she took over, and she's currently still the chairman for the GPC of Education. As it turns out, Rizal himself is an educator, and he himself had a journey that was less traveled. So he knows that there are many people who can benefit from better support. Now, we are also at a very unusual time in our history. I think one day we will look back and reflect on what this whole episode has meant. And if there's one thing that sticks in our mind, it is that COVID-19 has had the effect that is clear for everyone to see, that it has this tendency to sharpen social inequality. And so when we were thinking about it, talking about it, we felt that children from disadvantaged backgrounds, in particular, need extra support. At the same time, there are many of our residents who are middle-aged. And so, when we consider what their priorities are, job security comes up a lot. And if they were to, unfortunately, have to face retrenchment, then it is important to help them move into new jobs. And to do that, they will need new skills. So you see that without particularly planning for it, we share a certain commitment. And this is a commitment to help our residents, if we are given the opportunity to serve them, be well supported in education and also in skills upgrading. This is, I think, what we hope to be able to do for our residents here. But finally, let me just say what this election is about. Tomorrow is nomination day, and our team will be standing in Jalan Besar GRC on behalf of the People's Action Party. But I want to stress that this election is not about us. This election is about our residents, about their lives, their jobs, their future. We hope that they will give us a chance to make a difference in their lives, whether they are young families with children, whether they are young graduates trying to get started in their careers, whether they are middle-aged persons concerned about job security, or whether they are seniors who still want to be active, who still want to make a contribution to society. They are who we serve, and we seek their support to have the opportunity to continue to be able to make a difference in their lives. So, thank you very much. you're very welcome to get comments from my colleagues. Yeah. Thank you. Really appreciate you being here. That chooses to contest here as well. I personally believe that it is good for residents to have a choice. I personally believe that it is important that in a democracy they are able to exercise a choice during an election. So we shall see tomorrow.
If the voting is not clear, do you think it will be easier compared to the previous election?
Well, there's really no point in speculating. We'll know tomorrow who has chosen to contest here. And then the results will speak for themselves. Our focus is not on who contests here. Our focus is squarely on our residents. They are our primary focus. Whoever whoever the other parties are that choose to contest here. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you all very much. I know it's very tough for everyone. Yeah. Really appreciate you all being here. Thank you. Take good care of yourself, eh?
Thank you.
Take good care. Take good care. Okay? Alright. Please feel free to talk to my colleague. I'm going to have coffee with Dr. Neo. You're welcome.